now. Definitely going to get done.
Look at the back, and I shit you not, there's a fucking totem pole in the back.
What the? Testes. Testes. Press.
Test.
What's happening, boss?
Holy shit.
Mate, everyone was fucking caught up by it. What's happening? How you doing?
How you doing?
So we're not allowed to speak about stuff before, but I'm leaning in. Like, so, as you can see, right? There's a little bit of a new setup today. We've got the two chairs over. This the big old couch across here, and then I've got this little.
It's comfy.
It's alright.
That one suits you as well.
It's looking good.
Brings out your eyes. It brings out your eyes, Jordan.
Yeah.
The fucking red in my eyes. Mate, right. Yeah, so welcome back to the Back2Back Podcast with today featuring Testy Press. Let's just get this out the way first. Which one's test and which one's press?
Which one do we go with?
No. I think let's just put that. Can I just say?
What's your impression of it?
Right, your press.
Honestly.
Your press, your test.
Why does that come about?
Because you're fucking pressed, bro.
Because I think you look pretty pressed.
Yeah.
I think you look like there's something behind those eyes that you're not telling us.
Definitely not the first time I've
No, do you know what, actually? I just came into the room earlier on, right, and I fucking straight away, right? So my research pretty much relies on going in Instagram, right, and going back.
That was just sucks.
Mate, listen, honestly, it's mad, right? And it makes me feel fucking old as fuck as well, because I go back and I go, holy shit! I was like, they look so young. Like when they first start, when you first.
Did you go right back?
Oh yeah.
Right back.
Day
to
one,
the very beginning?
2018.
Oh god.
Boss.
Cheekbones.
Right back, yeah, mate. So you've morphed into a dad, right? Like a football dad that doesn't ever go to games, right? But you do go to games. Sometimes. If the money's alright this month, son, then I'll take you along to the game.
We're always with DJ. We don't have time to go to the game.
Yeah, all right.
That's it.
And I'll tell you right now, though, right? So and then you've morphed in. You're becoming a bit of a pop star.
Come on.
A little bit. I love it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I hate it.
I'm here for it. I was looking at it and I was going, if I go through my photos, I just look like I'm getting older and more fucked as I'm going on. But you're actually, it's a glow up. It's a total glow up. I love it. And here's, you got a mullet.
I look like a dad, you look like a pop star now, it's fucking...
Mate, but you had a mullet last year, so you were the pop star 2 years ago or whatever. You last year?
Maybe like an 80s pop star.
Yeah.
I think it's a midlife crisis, to be honest. I don't know.
That's alright.
I'm pretty middle-aged at this point.
We'll take it. How old are you? How old are you?
27.
That's not old. It's fucking ages with my bird. She's young. And how old are you, Dan?
26. Which is kind of worrying if I'm now looking like a dad. And
You look, but it's kind of like, it's a fucking move that most people make into like looking harder, specifically hard. If you look like you're a dad, you're harder, instantly.
It's that
right?
old man strength,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
But then, I think it's, so, anyway, fuck like all this stupid chat. I'm already leaning into the mic like this and they're going to have to turn it down.
Turn it down.
Yeah. Give it
So,
just turn it off.
You know he's going to shout at some point.
Where did we begin? I think, do you know what, I wanted to start off, normally we would speak about certain things going different directions, but I think I really do want to start with, like, he's obviously Aberdeen, right? That was the bounce, the kicking off ground for everything that started with you guys, right? How did this come together? How did you guys start DJing together? I think I kind of know, but I want you to tell them. No. Well, I think it's no. Let's not. I want you to go first, and then I'll tell you. Look, I'm fucking doing an interview.
I've got a rough personal event. So basically, like when I was younger, I went to go do a season at Ibiza. I think it was like 2018 or something like that. So I had like my Yamahas, like my speakers, and my mum wouldn't let me set them up in gaff or anything like that. So they were just kind of sitting collecting dust. And when I was away to Ibiza, I was like, who the fuck will like appreciate these speakers? Do you know what I mean? So I just thought of Dan instantly. I was like, you know what? I'll ask Dan if he wants to take my speakers for the summer while I'm away.
Have you known each other for a long time?
Yeah.
We don't really know how we met each other, but I think it was like kind of just partying.
Going out,
like shitty clubs.
No, not like school days, but like, see when you're like 18, 19, you first start going out and shit.
Yeah. Institute, bro.
Yeah, Institute for sure.
It's
not a big place, right? It is technically, but when you're 18, there's only so many fucking 18-year-olds and there's only so many clubs, right, to congregate at.
Yeah,
so
I know.
we definitely met at parties and shit, but basically, like, when I came back from the season, I came back to dance to play at the speakers, right? And I said, oh, Dan, what are you up to today? He's like, oh, not much. And I was like, fuck it, do you want to make a tune for a laugh? And then that was it. That was literally it.
So were you making tunes for a wee while before?
Oh, to be fair,
He's actually good at producing. I'm sure.
At least we got that one in the way now. So I think he is actually. So wait a minute, is he test and prep, and then you're? Is that what it is? Test prep.
I used to be the looks as well, man.
Yeah, well, look, it's fucking gone downhill.
fucking hell. So,
At least you look hard now, though. So that's fine.
Yeah, true.
I've been producing 11 years and I am still shy, right? Let's get this straight, right? But basically, yeah, so by that point, I think, like I said, 2018, so I'm saying, fuck, I mean, I'd probably been producing about 5 years before Test Fest. I started with like rap beats and shit originally.
Yeah.
And then I kind of morphed into dance music through like going out clubbing and shit
What
and
got-
hearing
what you
dance
got-
music and then...
What got you into like making? What like? That's a funny thing for. Like, I'm teaching
I've
kids
seen
how to
the old,
DJ
I've
and that
seen
now.
the old beats. I've seen the old. The
Why not?
Aberdeen man on Fraser's
Can we
beats.
make anything out of them? The Garnet City MCs or something like.
Fuck me.
I know. James Campbell.
Shout out Cheens.
James Campbell used to rap.
Cheens.
You know, so James ID used to rap. I've got man.
James, you've never told me this shit.
So what I'll do, right?
You've
So
never told me this shit.
I'll send you the link. I've got the link. I've got it, and he fucking
send
always
it.
tells me he's like, mate, don't fucking send that to anybody. I'm like, look, James, if you don't fucking help me out, well, why should I help you out?
Mate, I've got some embarrassing shit too.
Yeah, well, we'll link it. We'll link it.
Did you get him there?
Is it for me or for you?
Oh no, he's got weight. He's
Oh,
got
we'll link that too.
I've got some bad shit as well. But
Okay.
I don't think he wants to show that.
I think Lewis can put it above the. Lewis can put it on the video when we make the TikToks and that.
Just
he'll
cover
do
the
it.
whole screen with it. Nah, please don't. It's pretty.
Mate, you might get picked up, make some beats for some fucking big rappers, you know, instead of having to nick their vocals from their tracks. Do you know what I mean? Instead of having to nick their vocals from their tracks, you might actually get a rapper come to you and go,
We've
yo,
almost made a living from stealing
mate,
fucking rap vocals.
we'll get there, we'll get there, trust me, we'll get there. Right, so, start making beats, you're making rap beats.
Yeah, for sure.
And you guys kind of went back with the speakers, you went back to get your speakers, see if they were okay.
But no, at that point, I'd already been making dance music for a good few years.
Okay.
That wasn't when we were 18. That was like, I think, what age were we? So that was about
That was in
4 or 5 years ago. So I was like 22-ish.
Yeah.
So basically, by that point, I'd been producing dance music about 3 years maybe. So
Okay.
I wasn't primarily producing rap beats at that point. I kind of stopped that and moved on to dance music before we'd started making music, if you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
But what were you making? What was it? It was a tech house, yeah?
me, tech house? Yeah, potentially. I was trying to get
It's not a dirty word in here, mate.
Jordan plays every
Yo, I'll quit. I'll quit. And folk love it.
Mate, at the end of the day, right?
They do.
My thing is, right, at the end of the day, I think it was Salta that said it was like, if it's good music, it's good fucking music.
That's it, man.
Honestly, it's that simple, genuinely.
I think that's the snobbery, right? The snobbery to me is pointless because the people that usually are snobs play fucking shite music and no one dances to it. And then you honestly look at them and they go, oh, fuck, I'd never fucking play that. That's fucking tech house, man. And you go, well, mate, listen. So do you know what? Do you know what I'll do? I'll do this. I'll point that up, right? Listen to this tune, right? And I'm gonna send you the fucking banging tech house tune, and you can play it, and the TikToks will fucking pop off.
Yes.
Trust me. Honestly, tech house.
We're in the TikTok.
I'm telling you right now,
How many
TikToks.
times can you say tech house and one back to back?
When you see all the people that like,
TikTok, rather.
mate, all the fucking tech. I said TikTok. Tech. No, but yeah.
Oh, it's all going downhill now.
No, we've got it. But I've got it. Like I'm gonna bring it back. Boom. Tech house stuff just fucking slaps, and people go fucking mad for it.
Not
really,
my tech house though. My tech house.
No, that's what I was trying to
I
play.
don't know. Okay, no, did your tech house right? Okay, let's scrap that. Can we jump back 5 minutes? Do you want to scratch that bit on the camera? Nah, right. So, you're making tech house. Sorry, I jumped in. Mate, my bad. Mate, why didn't you just get rid of me? So you linked up and you was like, what, do you want to make a because that just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, so literally, basically, the day I came to collect my speakers, right, I had nothing to do that day, and I was feeling like making some fucking music, and I was just like, yo, Dan, like, what are you doing? Like, let's make some music. And he was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? We're not doing anything. So
nice.
It genuinely just started off as like, what fucking dumb shit can we do? Because the first tune we ever did was an edit of Gucci Gang by Lil
That
Pump.
was like,
nice.
remember that was everywhere for like a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there.
I don't know like, where it came from. We just wanted to do, because at that time I was like trying to do the whole fucking tech house thing or whatever, like, and you know, I just wanted to do something fun that wasn't like taking it too seriously. Let's just fucking have a laugh. And then obviously we ended up doing that tune, and I was like, you know what, this is fucking fun.
It was all like lo-fi, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like it was just.
It was.
That was the time though, wasn't it?
Like some of it was intentionally lo-fi, most of it was just crap.
Yeah, ours was more like crap.
I think lo-fi at that point meant just start producing.
Yeah.
That's what that meant. Like honestly, you see like fucking well, I couldn't say Kettle. I don't want to say. I'm not going to call him out because he's fucking.
He's coming for you.
No, I know he's already coming for me. But no, I mean like that time there was like Mallgrab, Ketema. There was a squad of people, and people would put the tunes up on YouTube and be like lo-fi house, and it's like nah, it's not. It's not. It's just not. It's just a little bit raw.
It's one of these things like they would like hashtag like lo-fi house. There's nobody in particular obviously, but like it's like now people are like like banging techno. It's like that's not fucking techno.
It's not. It's trance.
Yeah.
Everything that people think is techno now is trance.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's fucked. And that's why it's better not going with the genres and let's just fucking make fun music that people
Yeah, for
love.
sure. That's why we started making music, right? It was like, you know, it was just literally like, let's fucking get together and like make fucking dumb rap edits, basically, and we slap them on SoundCloud.
And they slap in the club. Like, so you guys got to test them out because obviously you pretty quickly moved into like playing in tunnels, like for Rare. And then I mean, pretty quickly after your guys' first or second edit, you were playing all over the place.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was...
How quick was it?
Like, I think we had a kind of natural kind of in because like I'd already been playing for Rare, for like the Roy Masson and that. So then, like,
Rory the Tory. So you know, we're going to try and drop it. We're trying to drop it.
Rory, you're my boy.
We're trying to drop it every podcast. He's my boy too, but he's still a Tory. He's a conservative. Let's put it that way. Wait, how am I ever going to get gigs in fucking tunnels again? Fucking blackball.
Rory the podcast every week, just fucking out in every
I know, man. Fucking nightmare. Digging one grave. But yeah, so you're playing for Rory.
Yeah, and then it was kind of like a natural kind of progression that I was like, oh, let's just get Fraser involved. We're already making tunes together, so. Yeah. And then that's kind of like a nice springboard into. Yeah.
Yeah, at the time it was weird because like I was playing for like the rival night Milk in Aberdeen. So like on a Thursday, right? You can imagine fucking in Aberdeen, right? It's a small as fuck place in terms of like the clubbing thing, right? So I was playing for like the commercial like night, and Dan was playing for Rare. And then ended up
the
eventually
underground.
just like basically the underground. but then eventually, obviously, the natural progression after we started making tunes, like we started kind of getting booked together. So then, you know, we started getting gigs. I think the first gig we ever played was at a place called. It was the Spin. Was it Spin? It was a mad fucking. It was
Owen Davies.
Yeah,
you need to give him props.
Owen, big Owen. What's happening?
Yeah.
Spill. Yeah. What was it? ONSS. Fuck, I was like,
a little bit dodgy, a little bit.
Why would you put the SS at the end of your name?
It sounds like a shit. It sounds like a shit.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like a fucking general in the
from like 1930.
Yeah, I think it only changed it. I think it only became negative post maybe 1938.
Oh yeah. Can we get that slow-mo of him just clocking on?
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, please don't cancel me, please.
But it's not us that's getting cancelled, it's fucking Owen. I'm good. Yeah. But I'm fucking like, I'm Dutch. You know what I mean? I'm not in there. But yeah, I think that like when you were starting out, it was metal. I thought, well, from the looks of it, it looked pretty meteoric, like quite quick, and like was coming like coming in fast. Like you put out a couple of edits and fucking I was playing them, and then next thing it's like, oh, there's like tracks like being released and stuff. So how do you feel that? So that time I think was probably about. I could probably tell you because I've been doing my research. I'm a fucking professional journalist. So I would say that like Kettle was playing your tunes. That's 2018.
2018.
You played your first edit. Like I think I can't remember what it was, but it was.
Oh,
was it Money Moves or something like that?
No, it wasn't Money Moves. It was.
I remember the clubs we played there now.
We've forgotten the fucking name of our own tune.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Better not, because
Up North Troops. Up North Troops.
Up North Troops. So yeah, so he's playing, and it was like, and that's when he had hair in that. And it looks mental. He looks well. See what I'm saying about these guys looking older. He looks older as well, and you think how much people of age? I'm like, fucking hell, what do I look like? I look like
you seem quite the same.
I look like the fucking skateboarder dad. The guy. Hey guys.
Your hair's just got longer. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's just got longer.
You don't make it over 30.
It grows so long. Yeah, I know. But yeah, mate. So that's 2018. Arse end of 2018, and then so 2019. Do you think that was probably the year that sponges forward in terms of actual like releases on labels, things like that? What would you say?
Committed us more to it as it made it more of like a kind of like tangible idea, I think. But then I don't think we kind of knew where we'd be. I'm not saying we're anywhere big right now, but like
I'd say you are.
We're getting there.
You're not going to get a compliment out of me that often, I'm telling you. I'd say you definitely are.
But like, I don't think we really figured out we'd be where we are right now. So like living in Glasgow, kind of doing it reasonably almost full time. You know what I mean? Like even back then, you know what I mean? Like things were kind of meteoric, and then slowed down for a wee bit. We don't want to talk about this.
It was weird because at the time, basically, like our now manager Lyle had hit me up and was like managing me under my own name, under my own stuff.
Yeah.
And I was still doing that alongside the test press, but then eventually we kind of started to realize about 2019 that we were like, fuck, you know.
And what was the catalyst behind you packing up the individual thing and going right? No, this is what I'm doing.
Well, not only did I realize
because you were playing on your own as well. You were playing on your own for Rare and that as well.
I didn't mind it though. Like it kind of made more sense.
Felt natural.
It felt way like it wasn't something like I woke up one day and was like, I'm gonna do test press today. It was more just like
I basically realized what I was doing was number one, shite. And number two,
that'll do it.
You know what it was?
You know the one.
You know what it was, though, right? If I'm being completely honest, like before anything actually happened with it, right? It was more the fact that I was having fun making music again, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't just I have to do this to try and get signed by this label and blah blah blah, try and get props by this DJ. It was more like, you know what? I have fucking fun, making tunes with Dan, and it seems
you can tell that. You can actually hear it in the music.
Oh, we still do to this day. We're still fucking jumping in the studio like idiots, you know.
We were screaming the other day, like standing like velociraptors.
I think
in that studio, we could make a program of it, honestly.
Mate, honest to God, right? Like, you can hear it in the music, though. And I think that, like, when we're speaking about, obviously, you're making tunes before and then you did stuff together and it feels like better. I think that it definitely comes through in what you're making. And I think that as well, like you're speaking about, obviously, I think people do tune into the podcast to hear insights from like people like yourselves that are currently fucking riding the industry, right? Riding the you are. Everyone is. Yeah. Fuck it. I mean, and I think that when people force it and people try and kind of like you can tell that as well, and you can see it in other people's productions and the way when they're making music and that you can tell that like it's really coming from a place of like being forced into that situation, whereas you guys don't sound like that. And I think that's probably part and parcel why a lot of people like your music, because it's fucking good fun. Do you know what I mean?
I think we have had like opportunities in the past, like certain like labels that are like they kind of came to us and said like, kind of, would you work with us in that? We've sent them tunes, but then they kind of went, no, it's not quite enough. It's not quite commercial enough. We kind of go, well, that's not like
at that time, it was pretty much after we released the Trick EP, which was obviously the middle of lockdown, so it was kind of hard to like, ride off the back of it and get hooked and stuff.
What was that? So just touching up before.
Oh, that was Sunbuzz.
Serotonin
lining crack, man.
So was that was all pretty much fucked up when you came up to Mainz?
Yeah.
So we tried about it a lot.
No, we were.
Tell me what's happening.
Did you release that shit on Twitch?
That could be pure fun, like. But I mean, that was a fucking night.
I was talking about that earlier before the podcast,
but got a recording of it.
Oh, dude, no, don't show that.
I want to say something pure. I'm ready to go out. Did you guys are working Madonna in that? I'll be that. Send it to you from a fucking like total like ghost phone.
Burner account.
Mate. So yeah, what we were speaking about.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, where the fuck were you?
Trick.
No, before that though.
Yeah, I remember what we were speaking about.
Okay.
But the Trick release, so obviously it's dropping in the middle of lockdown. What was that fucking? That must have been a bit of a like double-edged sword. You're kind of like you're not getting it out in clubs, but it's fucking Trick.
Yeah. So it was a massive buzz at the time to obviously get.
How did it get picked up?
Because basically,
So basically, it's a real weird one. It's a classic like dance music. It's just who you know, but like in a weird way. And basically, like my old flatmate Jake, love you Jake. He's good friends with Elliot Adamson. Did a lot of photography for Elliot Adamson. When Elliot came up to Aberdeen to play for Rory, then I was just like, oh well, Elliot, you know Jake, and then I started chatting to him. And I was like, well, can I get some emails and that? And we'll just pass music back and forth. That's kind of how that came about. Then with Elliot onto Patrick and
so basically Elliot was the A&R for Trick.
He was.
So basically what happened was like we'd sent Elliot a bunch of tunes, and actually funny story, SMML, which is obviously the lead track from the EP, we were going to put it out the very fucking day. I swear to God, this is not fucking bullshit, right? The very day we were going to put this tune out, I think we got like,
I was in the library studying for like my finals exams, and I said to Elliot,
1,000 followers on SoundCloud, some dumb shit.
It was something. It was a meaningless number. Like I mean,
and obviously like so Dan's in the fucking library and he gets a call from Elliot, right? So Elliot,
I said to him like, oh, like we're just going to put that out today. And he was like, do not do that.
Don't fucking put out that tune. Like I've just sent it to Patrick, and we were like, holy shit!
Yeah, I was like hyperventilating in the library, like.
And then honestly, I think it was like maybe the next day or the day after. I woke up in the morning, and we'd been put in a group chat on WhatsApp with Patrick through Elliot. So it was like me, Dan, Elliot, and Patrick to talk about the song because Patrick obviously wanted to introduce himself and just basically say like, look, I love the tune.
I'm wanting it.
You know, and obviously, I wake up right. I had like fucking days. I wake up at work and I just look at my phone. I'm like, what the fuck is
That's
going on?
wild.
I'm like, I need a coffee pronto.
Yeah. That's fucking class. Do you know what? It's so. To be fair, like Elliot's been so good with like a lot of like up and coming producers and that.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
that's pretty sound as fuck. Like of Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a funny guy. I was actually
eccentric, but in the best possible way.
You used to talk quite a lot, right?
Well,
how did that come about? Did you like play for your night or?
Mate, fuck knows. Honestly, fuck knows. I think I went. I can't remember if I
quite similar characters, no?
Yeah, he's way
eccentric.
He's way mentaler than I am. Like,
really?
Yeah, I think he's more like more pulled back, more reserved than I am in terms of like social situations and that. But I think a thing about Elliot is that he's so fucking creative, right? That I feel like he struggles like getting it all out.
Yeah.
So I feel like he goes through fits and stages of like I've not spoken to him in about a month and a half, 2 months. And I spoke to him yesterday for the first time in ages. Just random, I thought, fuck, I'm going to message him. And we're just speaking about it now. I don't know why. I don't know why I messaged him. I think he put a post up or something on Instagram. It's probably that. It's fucking the Matrix, man. It's fucking Matrix. Matrix fucking pulling me in.
It's not a simulation.
Yeah, I know. It's a fucking simulation, man.
What colour pill would you take? That's the question.
Mate, what the fuck knows, mate? On both. I take both of that. Fuck it, mate. You can't fucking stop now that I'm fucking naked now. But mate, nah, it's what we're speaking about. Yeah, fucking Trick. So the tune got picked up by Trick. What were we speaking about before that though? Who cares? They don't.
I tried to stop you and I was like, I'm gonna fucking lose.
No, we were going down the avenue of the track getting picked up from Trick. Who cares? We'll fucking go.
Was it not like in 2019? What was it that made or 2018? What was it that made you decide like fucking?
These bits are the good bits, by the way.
Fuck your own shit.
The bits when we're trying to remember what we're speaking about, they're the best bits.
It was like when you were like, oh, what made you make that decision? It was like, it was just fucking having fun, and then obviously we started getting booked. And I think the first away day we ever did was in Inverness. That was fucking hilarious. That was Galen's bar. Like it was like the upstairs, like a function room of a fucking bar, right? And it was honestly the funniest place ever.
Should I tell him about
the tell me the story. Like,
go.
I didn't look the camera in the eye.
Exclusive.
So yeah, I was outside the smoking area. Some guy comes up to me with a vape, right?
He
goes, "Ooh, big smoker, yeah." And he has me this vape, and I'm like, okay, like watch how big a cloud I can do with this fucking thing. I don't smoke. Dandy and Diet. Yeah, like fucking big clouds. And then
You want me to blow some holes?
yeah. No, this is literally my power at that time. Yeah. And then didn't realise it was this homemade THC homebrew thing. This is about half an hour before like I meant to go on to like DJ.
Yeah.
And they find me in the toilet just sitting there like up against the door, just like.
So I like we both were saying like we both can't smoke weed because it just makes us para, right? Like it just
Fair
makes
enough.
us fucking para.
I get it, man. I get it.
Yeah. So it's not for everyone, I guess.
But like it was just so funny because I was outside, like I smoked a fag or whatever, and then I was like, where the fuck's Dan? Like we're going on in like 5 minutes, and then they were like, you better come get him, like he's in the toilet, and I was like, what do you mean? And I was like, oh, what the fuck? Because I'm like this guy.
How quick did it kick in?
Oh, like I was just like I don't feel too good.
No fucking shit, man.
Sometimes someone smokes a joint beside me and I'm like, whoa.
Whoa.
But so this guy, so the promoter comes up to me, he's like, yo, you better get Danny's in the toilet. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? We're on in 5 minutes, right? So I go up to the toilet and some guy's like trying to feed him iron brew. To try and get
That won't help.
Nah, but to be fair,
Did it work a little bit?
So
Did it?
No, I did because I was like, right, like, what's happening? Are you good? Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, you know what? Like, I'm fine. And then we went up and then we played, and everyone was all good. It was almost like he snapped out of it.
Yeah. I mean, I think weird.
I think sometimes when people come around you in those moments, and you've got people going like, "Come on, fucking get up!"
Yeah,
and you're like, you go,
so being a
"All right, Max, all right."
Yeah. Peer pressure.
It's fucking, mate, it's the best one. It's the best one, mate. That's fucking, and your first gig away, and you're thinking the promoter's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's probably the promoter that gave him the fucking tea. Actually, wasn't it that actually? I swear it was the promoter that actually gave him the tea.
It would have been DMC. It would have been fucking DMT if it was him. Like
DMC.
So another funny story from Inverness, right? So that
Same
night,
gig?
Yeah, the same night, right? So
Fucking here we
Dan
go.
snaps out and we play blah blah blah. We go back to this afters, right? So like we're leaving in the morning, and this guy's like fucking like I get this guy's Facebook or whatever, and he's like messaging me, oh shit, I forgot my bag. Can you take my bag from me? Like I'll meet you in town because we were gonna go get the train back to Aberdeen, right?
Shy.
So I'm fucking hanging as fuck. I'm in a mad mood. I'm like, oh fuck this, just want to get back home, and like I pick up this bag. Yeah, to take this guy's bag back to him in the centre of town, and I'm like, this bag's fucking so heavy, right? So I look in the bag, and I shit you not, there's a fucking totem pole in the bag.
What the fuck?
Bro, like I'm talking like so like.
Mate, I was freaking out there. I didn't know what you were going to say there. So, I was like that. When you started with the T, I was like that.
Mate, that's how I led you on.
Fucking hell.
No, but this thing, I swear, like, so like about this fucking tall in this big fucking, you know, like camping hiking bag, yeah. And I'm lugging this about like fucking raging. Why the fuck is this guy got a totem pole? But yeah.
Wait, what? Why did he?
I don't know. We never find out.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Text him!
That's a good point.
Fucking text him! Hey, that's mental.
Well, I was like, what the
People
fuck?
in Inverness are wild, eh?
Yeah.
Mate, do you know, to be fair though, right? Honestly, we've been up to Inverness once or twice, like me and Ethan and that. So we played the outdoors before Chaos in the CBD. And it was, mate, they're so fun.
Their Instagram is fucking.
You know that I knew one of them before. I used to be on a forum with them, a DJ Tech Tools forum. No joke.
Sorry, you're showing your age now.
Mate, I'm going to get dumped now. Definitely going to get dumped. You were on the DJ Tech Tools forum. Dumped. Show. No, mate, honestly, and we were speaking about it. I was like, that's how I fucking got you on Facebook. And he was like, yeah, I know. It's weird. I don't know how it works out like that.
These situations work.
I know.
Same thing with the Elliot thing and all that. It's fucking.
I know, it's weird, but it's cool. But it's always because people like that gravitate towards each other. Fuck knows how, what they do. It's fucking laws of attraction, isn't it? And we were up playing for outdoors, which is, I'm not joking yet, I'll tell you right now, if you've not been,
is it the one beside like
Loch Ness?
Right
Mate, it's the best party in Scotland.
We were harassing our booking agent to try and play.
Mate, honest to God.
Because
outdoors were coming for you.
Yeah, mate, they'll fucking, like, if we give them a little bit of fucking free fucking advertising, I'm telling you, it's hands down the best party in Scotland,
you heard
right?
it here first, it's the best party in Scotland.
It is, I've told them that, I share it all the time.
Mate,
best party in Scotland.
That is a huge, Rory's listening like fucking.
I don't give a fuck. What's that? Rory, the fourth best party in Scotland? Because obviously all good second. And then, fuck it, I'll put Fly in fucking third. Because Tom's been good to me in there and that, so.
He was when Fly.
I know, mate, fuck, I'm a Fly resident now, mate. Nah, mate. So, yeah, we were out, and we ended up, like, because there was no, I think there was a nightclub, but it's shy. It was like, fucking total local nightclub. I think it maybe was that.
That was
it's upstairs.
Yeah.
But it's like a disco, school disco inside.
Oh yeah.
Fucking class.
One of these places had fucking carpets.
It was the worst, mate. And we got in, I think we went in and we were like, this is fucking rough. But I think it was like just a normal night as well. It wasn't like an after party or anything. Because they did an after party in like a Mexican place. It was really good. But yeah, and we were all ripped off our face. So we're like, let's fucking go somewhere then. Let's go. So we went to a pub and then we ended up just getting bevy and walking about the street. Like we had vodka and that, and we went back. I can't remember what we did, but it was fucking. We were sitting outside a car park and that, fucking drinking a straight bottle of vodka with the fucking Chaos and CBD boys, and they were just sitting there going, "This is fucking class." I was like, "I know, man." Yeah, it was good.
Fucking anything, I swear to God, honestly.
And we were all fuck as well, so it was good. But it was good, like it's good. Yeah, it was long. It was a long.
Jordan, you're fired, man.
It's a long time. Yeah, it was a long time ago. It's a long time ago. People know who I am. They know me.
I know where you're at.
But yeah. So I was speaking about what was it like releasing in lockdown? You know, having a massive EP of you guys. I mean, I would say that's probably one of the biggest ones.
It definitely it shot us like.
In terms of numbers, as a project, it's like it was weird because basically from the point that we were talking about where Elliot, you know, gave SMML to Patrick, we obviously made Turbo Shandy and Heavy Badgin like in the months after that, and then we're in the group chat, so we said, and then that's how it became the EP because we're just sending the music constantly kind of thing. And the Pat was like, right, love them all, want an EP. But from that point there, which was like summer of 2018, 19, I can't remember. When did it come out? 2020. It was like basically it was a year and a half. It was a year and a half after we'd sent them the tunes that the EP actually came out. It was to do with like sample clearance and shit like that. So we
chasing them so.
Was there a lot? Were you speaking out in case it wasn't going to happen?
Yeah, at one point we just assumed it wasn't happening.
Yeah, at one point we were just like, this is not coming out. We just need to fucking, you know, just keep making music and, you know,
keep going.
Happen, but pretty much.
Stockpile.
Yeah. I think that's the best advice you could give to anyone. It's just like, because we do it all the time. We go, oh, this is the big break, and then it falls through.
Yeah.
Rather than just continue
then something else randomly will come up that you just fucking don't expect out of the blue, and you're like, holy shit, like. You know, so it's like, see if something like happens where you think this is the big break, this is it, and then it ends up falling through. Don't be disheartened by it, because it happens to fucking.
You're speaking to me like.
Yeah.
I thought you looked me dead in the eye then. I was like, I'm feeling good about those things just now. Nah, I know what you mean, mate. Do you know what? It's totally like that. I'm currently waiting for a track. Well, I've got Jaguar's releasing one of my tracks.
Yes,
I don't know if like I might have to bleep this entire bit out because I don't know. I'm fucking totally embargoed, right?
Oh really?
Yeah, I know it's mental. I've never been embargoed in my life. Try fucking embargo me. Embargo me. But yeah, no. So they're doing loads of promo behind it and that, and I didn't realise. I mean, I fucking just do what I want normally and put tunes out and whatever. But having like a kind of structure and waiting.
It's terrible, isn't it?
It's so bad. I mean, she's had this tune for like a year. Right. And then she decided to start this label in February of next year.
Right.
So it's just been sitting waiting.
Mate, it's the worst feeling ever. Because see, the thing is, like, once
it's good. It's a good feeling.
It's great, but you have to just kind of bank it and not actually think and think about it. If you think about it all the time, you're gonna ruin yourself.
See, when you make a tune, right, and you're like, fuck, you're absolutely buzzing off of it. Yeah. You want it to come out there and then. Like, we'll put up like an Insta story of like a tune we're making. Everyone's like, oh, release it now, and we're like, oh, fucking actually wish we could. You know what I mean?
That was a throwaway. The one that I don't know how. I sent her a folder of tunes, and the tune that she's picked up and really liked was this total throwaway tune that I was playing in sets because it slapped in sets, but it wasn't structured properly or anything. And then she was like, "Fix that." Fix it and get it sent.
It's so weird how that works. You know what I mean? Like some tunes that we think we're like, oh, I mean, who cares?
Yeah, because the SML thing. Back to that. Originally when we made that song, right? we didn't think anything of it at all. I think we made it in like 4 hours max.
Yeah.
That's
the
mad.
whole thing done, mixing, like self-master done, everything done. And then we started making another tune straight after it because
you were still
Yeah,
feeling
we
it.
were just like, oh well, that's that done. You know what I mean?
So like obviously when Elliot had picked up and sent it to Patrick, we were like, what the fuck is that tune of all tunes, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like it's always the ones you don't think are gonna do like well that do well.
Mate, I think it's a weird one because I think that it's obviously each to their own. So you drop something to somebody's email box, you think that's the one, and then they go yeah, and they just scan over it, and you're just kind of like what? I mean, I've honestly put out tunes like recently myself because I've thought that slaps, but then it's not those ones that get picked up.
Yeah.
So it's just it's good. Actually, after the last one, right? So after Mac and Loudy's one, right, so let's pretend that was like last week because I don't know which one will come out first. Okay. But and we were speaking about Homage, and I tried to phone Ryan from Homage, like
Clover.
the label, Ryan Clover.
Legend.
He's a fucking legend, by the way.
Like
I
IRL,
tried to get him to phone him, and I tried to phone him during it because he was saying, "Oh, that's a label that I want to get signed to." And I think Ryan's picked up a couple of my tracks. I phoned him back, and he was like, "What were you phoning me for?" And I was like, "Fuck, it was because of Maka and that. He was saying that your label's banging and that." And he goes, "Send me your tracks." And I was like, okay. So I've just fucking swooped right into Maka lady. Fuck it, mate. I'm getting ridden from the industry, baby. Can I have another Red Bull, please? Sorry. Is there another Red Bull? Is there any more Red Bull?
No.
Fuck!
No.
Where's the fucking sponsorship?
When's that bar open, by the way? Like,
Yeah,
do we
when
know
is
when
the
the bar
bar
opens?
Mate, I don't know.
Wait, when does the
Can we go to the bar when it
Right,
opens? We're wanting to get pitched.
Yeah.
We've not got time, probably.
I've already got a rosy face
how many-
already.
Yeah, I'm already
No
out
time.
there.
Lewis says there's no time for that.
No time.
Drinks after or whatever.
Drinks after, whatever.
Sorry, Bob.
I just want
Whoa. Let's go. Let's just keep speaking of
that's
it.
all, guys. We'll figure it out.
Okay, good man. How do you feel like, I ask everybody this and it's fucking boring, I know, but how do you feel like the lock, so obviously I want to really touch on how, because you did come right up, you said your biggest one came through during lockdown, so how do you feel that affected the come up?
I think it fucked us for a bit.
Yeah,
like,
How did you feel about
we
it?
lost all direction because you know that when you're playing in clubs, like you know what people are wanting to hear.
You're going to the next gig,
And you lose all direction about what we're making. We started making a lot more break beats. I know you don't like break beats. I love break beats.
It's not that I don't like it, I just...
It was just kind of like we were just a bit disjointed, a bit confused for so long, and even like coming back into it seems like the rules have changed. Like, it was a bit different.
It's a bit faster.
Yeah, it's a lot faster. I like it.
If you're playing week in, week out, like you know what I mean, if you're playing week in, week out in clubs, you start to understand like, oh, like that's a fucking tune, that's a tune, you know, that's what's popping, you know, that's what everyone wants. And then see during lockdown, obviously because there was no clubs, and obviously like, you were doing the live streams and shit like that, but it's one of these ones that kept me going, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's a pinnacle.
We're going to bring them back to back.
Let's fucking go.
Smokehouse.
Let's go.
Sessions.
Don't watch our one. Don't
We need
watch
to
our
get a
one.
green screen in here actually.
I think I played like 2 tunes.
Your one's fucking good, but you did hit away.
I played 2 tunes and I just went with Stephen.
Yeah, you're right. I see it.
I was like left out by myself. Just like,
We were. I remember that night actually. That was funny as fuck.
Yeah, that was a good night.
It was a good night.
I don't
We had a
think
couple.
someone facing Roth again.
Nah, mate, it's fine. No one fucking remembers. It's totally mad.
Question. Pie Bobs.
Pie Bob. Pie Bobs.
What is the lore behind Pie Bobs?
So, mate, it's just a fucking. Like, supposedly it was a fucking guy called Bob who used to make pies in our road fucking 100 years ago or something. I don't believe it. I don't believe that there was a guy called Bob making pies, right? I think that's bullshit. I think that Pie Bob sounds good together. But I'll tell you right now that Pie make the best pies in our road.
Who does then? Please, like,
Wait, I
please
thought
tell
Sorry,
us.
don't
you
me-
told us though.
Mate,
I swear you told us that it was Pie Bobs.
it's not, it's Robertson's. Robertson's the Butchers.
Robertson's.
The Butchers. I'm wanting that sponsorship, by the way.
Well,
I want that contract dropped through the door from Robertson's Butchers. Best pies and sausage rolls in the whole fucking Angus and
This guy's
Tasteland.
got a sponsorship. This is
Yeah, man.
This is a hashtag ad.
So yeah, no, mate. So the fucking lockdown thing. I think that you can tell like certain acts kind of got hung up on it because yours is club fodder. It's what people are fucking there for.
Sure.
So how did it feel coming out of that? Like afterwards, because you just hit the ground running, I think, in terms of releasing stuff.
I think we felt different. It was weird for us, like lockdown kind of, like Dan said, it kind of, like we got a bit lost during lockdown. Like we made loads of music. Like because we had so much free time, right? We just made loads of fucking music.
Some of it's still coming out.
It's still alright, but it's just one of these ones where the direction was completely like all over the shop. So see now, like when we make music, we know exactly what we're going to do, whereas back then we were just making loads of different shit, which is kind of good because it's always fun to experiment. But even coming out of lockdown, like the DJing, I remember the first gig back, which was with Fly in Liquid Rooms. I was terrified.
Who was it with?
Flag.
Who else was there?
So there was like us, Haley, Liam, Doc. We were back to back with Liam. So it was us, Liam, Doc, Haley. Fuck, who else was on it?
Yeah. I swear we know. My excuse is like,
That's so funny. I swear we did it. I swear we did it.
It was the first gig back. We were fucking steaming.
Yeah.
I was so stressed, man. Like,
What was that? When was it though? Was it like November?
September. It was September.
It was after, because it was that little bit in between. Then they closed everything for Christmas and then reopened everything.
Yeah.
So, which was fucking weird. And we did a party on Boxing Day. Mate,
I thought it was closed.
fucking rammed, right? Mate, we had the fucking 350 people in there on Boxing Day, and they were like, and because the guy that owns the club was fucking clued up, and he'd read all the stuff, and they said that it only kicked in after the venue closed on the 26th.
Right.
And he read it because he said
you just keep that thing open then.
and he was like, no, so he said, but only the thing, like the licensing thing, the COVID thing kicked in. So he was like, fuck it. So he said, no, he was like, stay open till 2:30. Let's keep going. So I was like, okay, cool, man. Cool. Let's go. Please. But yeah, so we did that, and it was pretty mental, but that bit when they closed and opened again, it was weird. We did screaming everything in between that time.
So see that, like that first gig, right? I remember how, like, I was so nervous, man. Like, we were so just, because like during lockdown, right, like Dan had been messing about a bit, like so basically Dan had Technics, so he had like actual turntables and shit.
Yeah.
With the Serato vinyl, so obviously you can fucking tracks onto it and shit, right? But like with me, I kind of felt out of love with DJing because, see, like live streams and stuff for me, no offense, Jordan, it's not my most fun. I don't know what it is. I get really nervous in live streams and shit like that, but I love gigging live, right? So I love with DJing. Production's my main thing, so I loved fucking just producing loads of music. Whereas Dan was like keeping up with the DJing. So when we came back to DJing,
we're not good producers. We found out. I
was like, fuck.
You had to hear first, guys.
I pretty much forgot how to DJ. I was like, shit, what the fuck do you do?
Nervous?
Oh, big time.
No way.
Big time.
Nice.
I think, to be fair, you still get nervous even
That's
now.
good though.
Yeah, it means you care.
You got to fucking guide it. You got to use it.
You
got to harness it and use it, I think. But that's mad coming out of that though. And then that's a pretty fairly, the fly gigs are always fucking awesome as well.
That was our first fly gig ever.
Was it?
Because we got made residents with Fly during lockdown.
Yeah.
Which was obviously strange.
Which is kind of a little bit controversial as well, I would say.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
It's a little bit controversial. I feel like that you're probably more rare residents than Fly.
Right. Roy should just not watch this podcast.
I know, Rory's getting shot down. Rory, we do love you, but you're a
I know.
He said it don't be I love you.
No, he does get it tight, but then it's fucking. He knows any press is good press. It's fucking. He's the guy that invented that saying. So, but yeah, no, it's mad. He came out. So the gigs coming out of lockdown. Well, let's do it from like February, right? Like, because obviously, or when everything reopened
when
again.
it all reopened forever.
Yeah. So it was like the big C is gone. Right? Yeah. So, because I can't actually say the word on February.
We can't just say that.
You can fucking say it if you want. I fucking say anything. I've said loads of stuff. We've been speaking about being like the fucking say what we want.
Just cool at that, you know?
But right, so February or March onwards, right? So what were the gigs looking like? Because this schedule. So you've played quite a bit. You've played quite a bit in Ireland.
Yeah, well, we played loads back in the day before COVID.
Yeah, I know.
And it took a wee while, because I think like they opened up way later than us as well.
Yeah.
So we kind of like lost that kind of bit of a market as well. I think people kind of fell off. They didn't like it was kind of we kind of came up at the same time as kind of came up at like a different level of meteoric rise. So,
Still the same, by the way.
Exactly the same.
Absolutely flying.
Yeah.
But, so
These are
we-
one in different directions though as well.
Yeah, but we were quite popular in Ireland at that point. But I think over time people just kind of slowly.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Well, in Ireland, I think after their lockdown, they basically had started just doing like live festival and all that shit. They started just doing only Irish acts for ages. For as long as I can remember at that period. I think it was like a good 6 months to a year where they were mostly just doing Irish acts,
mean, it's
only, which is class.
They've got a lot to pick from. It'd be cool if Scottish promoters did that as well. I think it'd be cool that if we kind of all went, there's a Scottish promoter summit, I know a secret one, that they all go to and go, right, what dates do you want in the summer? Well, we've got Fly that day and fucking Rares this day, Cultivates this day. I know there is, right?
Yeah.
They've all got a fucking group chat, surely, right? So let's just...
Surely you're in it.
Yeah,
He's doing a cover up, right?
I'm not.
He stands outside the
I'm not the man. I'm not the man fucking fighting against the fucking man. You're like, I'm cool. I'm with the guy. I'm with the DJs and the artists and that. Fucking, I'm with the fucking cool dudes and that. I'm not a promoter. I'm not a suit. You know what I mean? I'm not Scott Forrest. You know what I mean?
Corporate guy.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, like I know.
He's trying to sell more tickets.
Just try to sell more tickets. Yeah. So coming back out of the fuck. So what's the mentalist gig you've played? Where have you been? Tell me, because you've played.
Since that period?
Yeah, since that period.
Standouts.
Transmit probably. That was fucking
Yeah,
scary.
actually,
I was really scary. That was genuinely very scary.
You know
Anywhere. In Scotland, anywhere.
Controversial, don't give a fuck. The best crowds are in Scotland. Mate, honestly.
Aberdeen specific as well.
No, because Transmit was Glasgow. That crowd.
True.
Aberdeen's pretty good though.
Aberdeen's
Aberdeen's
kinda
good. My
nice.
favourite club to this day to play in is still Tunnels. Any day of the fucking week.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I love it.
I don't know if it's just because like
Never gonna be
big fan
something
of
resident
nostalgia
somewhere.
and shit like that, right? So it's like all about like memories. And
No, it's not. It's
I love
actually
Tunnels.
genuinely
Tunnels is
fucking
so
good.
fucking
Yeah.
And the crowd that like, because obviously it's usually rare or whatever that you play for, but we've done it too. Mate, it's fucking mad.
Tunnels is bouncing.
And they like everything.
For any cunt that's not been up to Aberdeen to go to a gig at Tunnels, trust me, it's
Go
fucking
there.
bang.
Trust me, daddy. Mate, the fucking mad thing is, right, is that every time I tell people, right, I told that, Dan's Atmos, right, Dan,
Yes, Dan.
I told him, oh fuck, you need to get up to Aberdeen. You need to get up to Aberdeen. It's fucking bouncing up there, and he was like, nah. Like, and I went,
He did some club, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, so he's like, so I think that when people are like, oh, Subby or fucking Cabaret Voltaire or
like, those
whatever,
shooters can't do it that good,
What was
do you know what I mean?
that?
Cabaret Voltaire.
He's like Cabody Voltaire.
Can Cabody just chill out? Mate, and people I think are aloof to the fact that there is a scene further north. You know what I mean? And it's fucking banging.
You know what it is,
Enjoy
right?
dance music
See,
over the
cunts
central
up
belt.
north, right? We know because we were there.
Yeah.
Cunts have nothing else to do but fucking party.
Nothing else to lose.
Me neither.
So that's why it's so mad. I mean, was it Vice or somebody that did a fucking
The after party thing.
on 5:30, which used to be basically like a fucking after spot. It was just a gaff, right? It was like a flat that like I think it was 6 boys or so stayed in.
Yeah,
And they like
yeah.
ran gaffs after the event because Aberdeen clubs close at 3.
Mate, I've got a
every
fucking
week, so-
funny story about 5:30 actually.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah. So no, it's actually pretty sound. Like it's probably the most sound story.
PG stories.
Mate, the most PG story. So we went up, it's the first time I'd ever been to 5:30 and I was like, what is this fucking place? This is fucking mad. And it was like basically for the people that are watching, right, we could probably get some maybe footage of, there's a Darius Sorosin played there and everything, didn't he? Darius Sorosin played.
Do you know Bicep? No.
Bicep,
Wait. Do you know Bicep?
In a house, by the way.
Yes,
Do
inside
you know
gaff.
the story that Bicep turned up? This is like 2016, so just before the
Bicep turned up at somebody's gaff.
Right. Their meteoric rise, right, just before it. One of the boys from Bicep turned up at the door and they had fucking bouncers on the door of a gaff, right? And the bouncer goes,
Sure.
you're not getting in. And the boy was like, I'm Bicep. And he's like, oh,
I am Bicep.
Bicep got turned away from 5:30.
Mate, no wonder.
Around very tight shit.
I'm telling you, that
Bro,
was
was running way too much fucking airtime. Bro,
mate, that was mental. That like, but I remember turning up to the gaff and there was a bouncer on the door, and I went, right, what is going
That was
on?
the thing, wasn't it? The bouncers were a fucking thing at the door. It was like,
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it.
There was somebody
Never seen
standing at the
something
door, and then he
like
was. So I got in, right, and then I went into the kitchen, right, and I fucking.
I was
like, you know, like where the big long table was at the left hand side, right?
Yeah.
So I was fucking in the kitchen, right, and I was like,
Are you
I'm
sure
still.
the story's PG?
My mind, yeah, no, it is. Trust me, more PG than other ones, like. But so I was fucking in there, and I was like, and I was a wee bit overwhelmed. I was like, this is a fucking house, and it was mobbed, like it was proper, more mobbed than the club was. And I was like, and there was a fucking, there was a smoking area in the garden, and I'm like, what is going on here? So anyway, somebody sparks up a fag in the kitchen, and I went, what the fuck are you doing, mate? You can't fucking smoke in somebody's gaff. And just turns to my right, and Rory's like, nah, that's fine. But I didn't know who Rory was. So I went, mate, you can't be sparking up in someone's gaff. And he was like, that's my gaff. And I was like, and I was like, nah, fair enough then. I was like, I was like, you got a fag on you then? Mate, mental, total mental. I was like, nah. That blew my mind. I was going in there, and I was like, honestly, you can't put into words how mental that was. It's what a scene.
I think it made me, as a DJ, kind of made me very much like, it kind of made me, to be fair. That's why I started DJing for Rare. Just from DJing the after parties. They're like fighting like jerks over the USB, just like, fucking, give me a shot.
People are fucking helping each other doing that. USB's getting snapped.
But even after that though, so when 5:30 stopped, there was another gaff called Spittle, which used to be like an old nunnery, right? It's an old nunnery, it's up in a hill. Did you go to fucking Owen and that used to stay there?
Nah.
Nah, it
was just Roy speakers from 5:30. They just
Reeled them in.
But it was the same sort of idea. I think there was like fucking 6 bedrooms in this gaff, right? Massive gaff.
Where do you find these gaffs?
But like every room you go, it was like a different fucking party with like lights and fire. It was mental.
Mad.
Yeah.
It's fucking mad. See, then the underpass parties in Aberdeen as well.
Oh,
yeah, like
the beach.
Ian
and that. No, was it nothing more to say? Big shout out to them as well. They were fucking rocking the scene in
Aberdeen. That was
Aberdeen.
the first ever night I went to. I didn't have a fucking clue at this point, right? So like I was still listening to just rap music, making rap beats. Didn't have much of a clue about dance music at this point. I think I was like 17 or something, right? And I managed to have Snafu, right? It was like almost the end of Snafu in Aberdeen. Yeah. So
that's why I moved to Aberdeen with Snafu, yeah?
Really?
Yeah.
That was the first ever night I'd went to at a nightclub ever, and I had no fucking idea what was going on.
Yeah.
Like I walked into the bathrooms and I was just like, what is going on in here? I won't mention
fucking falling about
I won't
that.
mention what was going on, but I was like a fucking like a kid and I had no idea what was going on. But that was the first, nothing more to say, was the first ever night that I went to unknowingly. Like I didn't.
Yeah, you just went.
But, yeah, I can't even remember who was playing.
You should have snapped.
It was bro. It was under Brewdog. Yeah. That was the first ever like. I was obviously underage at the time.
More street cred than I did.
This guy's a stalwart of the scene.
How it's all came full circle.
Yeah, it's full total underground, man.
I had no idea who was even playing or nothing like that. It just kind of happened.
That's the best night to me.
We're just trying to get into anywhere, and we just had to chance our luck and we got in. You know what I mean?
Snafu's bouncers at the time were really good as well. The back end, they were really fun. They were funny. I got kicked out of Snafu so many times. So many times. But yeah, do you know what? So I was going to bring up, right? You guys have pretty much released on like every big label there is, right? At the moment that do.
Yeah,
there's a couple. So let's put it out there, right? So you've released on Trip.
Yeah.
You've released on Shall Not Fade.
Yeah.
You've released on Monkey and Friends, which is actually pretty much every EP they put out is banging.
Absolutely banging.
Who else have you released on? What labels?
Unknown to unknown. So
Unknown to unknown. DJ House, Hot House. Sorry.
So
That's like, and so that, I mean, that's DJ House is obviously has all the labels, but I mean, being in there as well, that you've released on every label that pretty much all the producers in the same spectrum as you guys want to release on. You don't think that's a massive achievement?
It's humbling to be fair.
We wrote a list, didn't we? We just wrote a list of what we wanted to do.
The thing is that, we wrote a list. I was going to say that, it's very humbling because when we first started, when we were talking about like 2018, when we first started like taking it more seriously and thinking, you know what, like let's actually do this, right? Like we wrote a list of labels that like we wanted to release on. I think it was some shit bit of paper or something with a pen, and then
a pen? Must have been 2018. It must have been 2018 if you used a pen. A quill.
Basically, we wrote it all down, and then now it's all kind of happened. Is like we've not really thought like that, if that makes sense. We've not thought like, oh shit, we've actually managed to release on all those labels. But it's humbling to hear it. To be fair, like
it's cool.
Well, you just spell it out, it's really special.
When I was going through all, and I was like, And it was only, I was actually listening to the tracks, and I was like, only then I realised, I was like, these are released on all those labels. And I was like, I mean, they are pretty much the tastemaker labels in your genre, in that kind of feel. I know it's not one single genre, but you know what I mean? It's like, within that kind of spectrum of DJs, I was like, holy shit, you've done them all. Actually, them all, which is fucking, it's pretty fucking good. It's pretty, come on, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, right, I don't know what the time's like, what we're doing. I might do it. You fucking trust me, I'm going to do it.
Are we doing the thing?
But, so, we've got time. Have we got time? We've got time. Yeah, we're good.
Like a look on your face, what is
Right.
The thing is, I really need to pee.
Right, so.
The time, do you want to know the time?
Yeah, go for it, yeah, why not?
8:07.
8:07.
Okay. How long have you been on the podcast?
I haven't run to the toilet.
Yeah, go.
Oh, no, we've not had an hour yet.
No, I just run to the toilet. Oh, fuck.
You can hold your piss for 6
Yeah.
minutes.
It's called testing. Test press. That's it, right?
man.
I was going to call it testes, test press, but we did the testes thing at the start, so we did the testes at the start, and that's it's done, right? So what we're going to do, right, is I'm going to test your musical knowledge, right? Okay. This is it. I'm going to play the song. I'm going to play the song, and you've got to name the song.
Let's go.
Right?
I like this idea.
You get a point for the artist and a point for the thingy, right? And then there's a couple bonus questions thrown in as well. Okay.
Right. Is it primarily dance music or is this just?
But I've went with dance music,
Okay,
right?
cool, yeah,
I've went with dance music just because, I mean, it's what we do.
Yeah.
It's what we do, right?
I guess that's what we do.
Yeah. Okay.
We can do alright. We can do
Right,
alright.
so-
Mumble rap, that's what we do.
Mumble rap, is it mumble speciality mumble rap edits?
If it's a Migos tune, I know it.
Yeah. Right, okay. I'll take them two out there. Right, no, cool. So we've got this. Right, we'll start with an easy one, right? We'll start with an easy one. And we'll get the look, he's fucking better.
My brain's like a fucking sieve at this point, bro. all those times in
Right, okay. Do I play into do you want me to play into the mic? Okay, let's do it, it'll be funny.
That's not fucking dance music.
I know.
I was like, the trick question is going to drop
Right,
in.
okay, you got it. Featured heavily on Test Press's Money Moves edit, just so you know.
That's going to be really bad.
You know what,
Do you think he's gonna fucking do all of our songs?
No.
Trust me, I've got this.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Right, here's a good one.
I see a theme already. Yeah. Let's go.
And there's
You're on the back foot now, aren't you?
no, fuck me.
I think I'm missing Jordan.
Kill my body. Kill my body.
Ben, these are actually better than I thought you were going to be. You know what I thought?
As if these tunes aren't out.
If you played that to me, I would not know the name.
What?
I would know who made it, but I wouldn't know the
I
name.
can tell you the thumbnail probably better than
Yeah, I could probably pick the thumbnail out.
That's from that edit that you were talking about when you were talking about people fucking uploading their tunes and shit.
Yeah.
There you go, yeah.
See, mate, there's a fucking plan to this fucking podcast. You think it just comes out of nowhere? There's a plan. There's a rough plan.
Yeah, that's full me, man.
Right, cool. Fuck, right, okay, here we go. So I'm gonna have to dig here, like, oh, here we go. This is a good one.
Fuck me.
Right, I'm gonna play a little bit of this one because you'll get it from with the vocal, but and I don't want you to get it.
You can't divide us. You can't divide us like that.
You can't just team up all of a sudden, right?
Oh, wait, I didn't realize that fucking track.
Let's
Is that Tyler?
just get it.
Is it Tyler?
Oh, I fucking recognise that. Oh, fuck, that's gonna be so annoying. Am I gonna be a
Mate,
dumb cunt?
you're gonna get it.
Oh, that's so I recognise it so much.
Do you wanna give up?
Yeah, I think we
Okay, can I tell them? It's Green Velvet Shake and Pop. But like, listen. You would have gone and then it kicked in.
See, what it was, I seen that like the thumbnail, and I was like, oh, is that Tyler Creator Ego?
Mate, so the reason why I picked that tune is because I put your radio on and it came under your radio on Spotify, yeah. But I was like,
I recognise it, but
I think if you dug into some of the tunes, you'd be like, there's probably similarities. Because it's algorithm, baby. Yeah. It's algorithm. Right, algorithm. Right, we've got a couple more. Oh, here's a good one. Here's a really good one. You better fucking get this one.
Shit.
Because.
There's no pressure here.
Forget.
Oh, did you get No way! That was mental how quick he's got that there, by the way.
Yeah.
Patrick's fucking watching now. Patrick, you better know that. Patrick's watching.
To be fair, that's a fucking banging tune.
Do you know what? I
You
know.
know we were talking about tech house, right?
That's good tech house.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it is. Right here. So, I've got a couple more.
Oh, yeah, I like this game way more than the rest of the podcast.
Where is it?
This guy, he's very glasses.
It's because I'm
Tired from your long trip.
I'm tired from the train. I'm fucking knackered, man. I can't find the fucking tune. But I've got it on YouTube, so it doesn't even fucking matter to me.
Mate, I guarantee it's gonna be one of those ones where it's gonna be like a double no skip ads.
Tries to sell us
The rest of the podcast is us listening to fucking YouTube ads. Come on, Jordan.
I've got it.
We should ask him a question.
Shut up.
We should ask him a fucking question. What questions do you have for Jordan?
Fucking got them with this one.
Oh, you think you're a big man, Jordan?
I think you might all, but it's fine in whatever it is, but...
Listen to it. It's just a bit.
Mate, I don't think I've ever heard this, you know.
You have.
That's the only one I have. Is that bad?
It's got like a bit of Peggy Goo sound to it, but it's definitely not. Like, you know what I mean?
Someone to play me a song that'll make my body rock.
Have we used this vocal at some point? That's what this is.
This body gonna run this place.
Right, give it up.
Yeah, I'll give it up.
It's by Jomanda. It's called Make My Body Rock. And it's like the that's the tune that you've sampled in wait a minute. It's the tune that Make My Body Move samples something that sampled that.
Oh, come on.
So it's a double. It's a double dipper, right? But you still fucked up. You're like, I noticed the vocal. He's like, yeah, because you fucking stole it, mate. Right. So
How long was your fucking train delayed, man? You be coming.
I know, mate.
He's coming up with double dippers and shit.
I've been so. Look, your last fucking Peggy Goo. Mate, came out in 1990.
That's a mad shout.
But I've got one more. I was going to play one of my tracks, but you'll fucking not get that. I was going to play one of my tracks, and you're just definitely not going to get that.
Fucking nailed this. This stopped us as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, I feel like I'm fucking
Here.
No, we're like hunched over, man. We're ready.
Okay, let's go. Let's get. This is going to be funny.
I don't like it when he says that.
I know, I don't like it.
I don't like it.
No way! Right,
Absolute Silty Hood classic. That's a fucking belter.
right, bonus question.
See the gig at Peterhead we played on Saturday? Last tune.
We never even spoke about that. Fuck.
Oh, no.
Wait, how many else did you do? Mate, like, let's not go there, okay? We want to get booked in again, so there's no point in speaking about it. Bonus question. What group is the lead vocalist of Alter Breed now part of?
Camel Fat.
Mental!
Yeah, Mike Scala.
How mental?
Easy.
Oh yeah.
Madness.
I know things.
Mate, you guys passed test praise, well done! Honestly, fucking well
I'm
done.
gonna sweat his microphone out.
It's on all the time. I'm telling you right now.
I think we're gonna have to wrap up.
Yeah, that's cool, that's cool.
that's
Look,
fine,
well
yeah.
done.
We
I'm
haven't
not too much.
Yeah,
They smashed it.
We're gonna have to part two after.
Yes, part
Yeah,
two,
we'll do
please.
part two.
Take
We'll do
that.
it in January when there's fuck all else on.
Yes.
Do it on January the 3rd.
When all the days are dried up.
Because I'll not be busy that night.